Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday. I've got to go turn the radio off. Sorry. Today is Tuesday. It is September. Happy September. September 1st. And we are starting with math as usual. So in your assignment today, you are asked to, we are back to using our classwork workbook. You're asked to turn to page, I think it was 55. I'm almost sure it was 55. Let's see. Yep, 55. Okay, so we're going to be starting on our fours. So I think that we are probably pretty comfortable with the process by now, but we'll still look at this. Whoops, that way together. Okay. All right. So you're going to want to do a few things here. Okay. You want to group each one of your place value blocks into groups of 4, as you see done here. And as you group into 4s, you're going to count out by 4s. So 4, 8, 12. You can use this to help you complete your multiplication tables for your 4s and helping you come up with the product. Okay, so that's the first step. You're going to go all the way around until you get to, or until you can finish with 100, because it won't be a perfect finish with 100, but you should be going all the way around and adding as you go. All right, so after you do that, then it might be easy for you to come over and start each one of your multiplication problems with your product. So 4 equals 1 times 4, which equals 4. And then the next product, and we would actually call this the next multiple, it is 8, which is 2 times 4, which equals 4 plus 4. And then your next one would be, your next product would be 12, which is 3 times 4, which equals 4 plus 4 plus 4. And you're going to see I'm trying to keep my numbers lined up as I go. I'm trying to keep everything sort of lined up. And the reason I do that, you guys, is because it helps me with my observations when I'm done. So I would like for you to go all the way until you get to the product of 40 and what they show you on 55, okay? So all the way until we get to the product of 40. This way. Sorry, I'm probably giving you guys a headache moving this thing around so much today. And then you want to do this twice, okay? You can certainly do it more than twice, but at least twice for today. And remember, you guys, we are not pressuring ourselves to have memorized anything yet. That is not where we are. Where we are in this process is learning the process. We are learning the whys. Why does the product of 4 times 3 turn out to be 12? We want to learn the whys around that, okay? So, and you can use, of course, page 55 to help you move through that. Then you are going to complete page 56. So it says at the top that you are going to use the 5s shortcut for 4s. Now, before we even get into it, let's really think about this. Use the 5s shortcut for 4s. What does that even mean? 5s are very close to 4s. In fact, it's only 1 away. So think about when we learned the 9s. The shortcut that they wanted us to study was thinking of the 10s and then just subtracting 1. So this heading is giving us that same indication, which is also the same thing that we actually did when we were learning the 3s, and we checked that page the other day and they grouped it in 5s before we moved on. Okay, so number 1, your directions say solve each problem. How many legs are on 6 horses? Assuming that the horse has all 4 legs, right? Find the total by starting with the 5th count by and counting up from there. So what that means is, what's nice is they've already grouped these into 5 horses, and of course each horse has 4 legs. So it's the same as saying 5 times 4. And actually I'm going to switch over to my pen, you guys, so you can see it better, but you should be working with a pencil. Okay, so I can just skip count, right? I know that 5 times 4, let's see, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. That's going to be 20. So right here, I'm going to put that product. Right now I have 20 legs. Then all I have to do is add 4 more. So I know that 20 plus 4 is 24, which also, and if you want to go the extra mile, then go ahead and put this equation is 6 times 4. Okay? All right, so you will do 2, 3, and 4 alone, and we're not going to do 57 today, even though I think you could handle it, but we're not going to. All right, so your next assignment is in your homework and remembering. It is not going over the 4s. It's reviewing one of the previous multiples that we've already learned about. So we're going to complete page 34. Okay, and of course your answers are at the bottom, but you want to try to keep those covered up and you want to practice and then come down and check your answers. Okay, so I know that 50 divided by 10 is 5, and you know that I like it if you can push yourself, you guys. So try to use your number families. If I know that 50 divided by 10 is 5, I also know that 5 times 10 equals 50. I know that the commutative property of multiplication tells me also that 10 times 5 equals 50. All right, and there's one more fact family in here, and that would be, we could also do, let's see, we could do 10 divided by 5, which equals 2. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the one I'm thinking of. 50 divided by 5 equals 10. Okay, so lots of fact families where you can push yourself instead of just putting either the quotient or the product. And of course, we know that the division problem, the answers are quotients. The multiplication problems, the answers are products. So let's try to practice using those vocabulary words too. All right, you guys, any extra time that you might have available for math, please go over to iExcel and work on your math stars. Okay, now we are going to reading. We're going to look at, this is going to be a little bit different than what we normally do, the order anyways, okay? You are still going to be reading your story today. I have even provided you with a link on YouTube where the story is read to you. So from now on, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can choose what order is best for you. If you want to listen to the story first, then you can do that. Or if you want to read the story first, you can do that. But then Thursday, you will do the opposite of whatever you choose for today. Okay, so you'll remember during yesterday's instructional video and during the Zoom, we talked about prediction and confirming our predictions. So today, you are actually going to practice making predictions and confirming them. So what you first want to do is you want to have your reading practice workbook open to page 61, and you're going to want to leave this out next to your reading textbook. So then you're going to get your reading textbook, and I did put the page numbers on there for you, but in case I don't put the page numbers, we practiced this last year if you were in my class. Using your table of contents, we're still in Unit 1. I think we're at the last story in Unit 1. We are. So my table of contents tells me where I can find information in a book. And we are on my very own room. We're on page 116. So I'm going to turn to 116. And what you are going to do today is you are going to flip through. Before you start reading, all I want you to do is I want you to flip through and look at the pictures. And try to, as you are looking at the pictures, think of 3 things that you think are going to happen. Okay, so, all right, I see, oh wow, I see a family, right, and a baby, a lot of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My question is, why are they all in one bed, right? Okay. Looks like they're still sleeping. Oh, my other question is, why are there yard tools in the house? Let's see. Okay, now we could actually use this question to help guide us. What will the girl try to do with the storage closet? Okay, so I'm actually going to use that to help me. I'm going to write, the girl will try to clean out the storage closet. Now, your prediction does not need to be the same as my prediction, okay? Maybe you have a different idea. Maybe she's going to find something cool in the storage closet. Maybe she's going to build something. I don't know. We haven't read this yet. So you're going to you choose to make 2 extra predictions, or you change the one I made and you can make 3 predictions. You can use the questions to help guide you if you can't come up with your predictions on your own, like what in the world is happening here. They used to have mint strips like this, mint strips. So it would be sort of like gum, except you would just let it sit on your tongue and dissolve. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. What will the girl do with blue chip stamps? Oh, they're stamps. Okay, so you want to fill in what you think the prediction is. Now, after you read the story, before you read the story, you will need to have all 3 of your predictions filled in. Then you're going to actually read the story and you're going to confirm what happened with your predictions. So I would come back here and I will say, okay, after I read the story, did she end up cleaning out the storage closet? Did she end up building something with the materials she found in the storage closet? I don't know. Maybe she's going to send stuff somewhere because we've got stamps now coming into play. So who knows? But that's what your job is for today. You're going to make 3 predictions and you're going to read or listen to your story and you're going to confirm your 3 predictions. Okay? If you have any extra time, you're going to go over to IXL, but I'm thinking this is probably going to take you your full 45 minutes. We will not have time to read this in class together as we normally do because we have our published author coming today for our Zoom. So excited. All right, I'm going to leave this out because I am going to come back to this for language arts as usual. Okay, but now I'm going on to my writing notebook. Okay, and I'm going to my prompt 3. And I've already done my pre-writing. A few of you guys have sent me your pre-writings, which is just awesome. And remember, you are writing about what your favorite room in your home is. Maybe you have a storage closet in your home, and maybe that's a cool room. I know in my grandparents' house, they had a room above the garage that just had the coolest things, and I always liked to go up there and play around in it. So maybe you have a storage room sort of like that. That's an interesting room in your house. And just as a reminder, my model is about my favorite room at school, just so that you don't feel so tempted to just copy everything that I've written. Okay, so we are on our, I think on your directions that I wrote paragraph 2 for your rough draft, but we haven't even done paragraph 1. So we're going to fix that. We're going to say that we're doing rough draft. This is for prompt 3. Today's date is 9/1, and we're going to just do paragraph 1, right? So I'm going to integrate into paragraph 1 my main idea. I'm also going to make sure that I put a question in because we've been practicing that since the beginning of school. So it says my favorite, let me remind myself what my prompt is. It says, what is your favorite room in your home and why? And then my favorite room at school. And I'm going to change my prompt to say school. You will keep your prompt to say room in your home, okay? All right. And really, I can just take this question, something similar. Okay, so, and remember, we're skipping lines, correct? So let me go through and put dots on every other line. That helps me when I get to my revising and editing phase. Like so. All right, and then I'm going to indent, which means I'm just going to go in a little bit because that helps to indicate that I'm starting a new paragraph. There is a rule of thumb if you want to use that you put your thumb down and then you start after, okay? I'm actually going to put 2 questions. Do you have a favorite room at your school? why is that room your favorite? Well, and if I use well, I'm answering my own question. I've got to put a comma. Well, my favorite room at my school is room 403. There are many reasons why I love this room so much. All right, so there's my paragraph 1. And then as normal, we are getting our green because we want it to match the color that we did our main idea here. And we are just going to box in our main idea paragraph. Okay, and really, what if we had to identify the actual main idea sentence? Where is it? In this paragraph, it is actually right in the middle. There's my main idea sentence right there. Well, my favorite room at my school is room 403. Okay, very cool. All right, so we are done with writing. Any extra time, go to iExcel, you guys. I added just a few stars, not a lot, but I think I added about 3 today. And now for language arts, we're coming back to our practice workbook. And we are going to, what I love is that we're writing about our favorite room and we're reading about a book, or the title of our book this week is called, the title of our story this week is called My Very Own Room. All right, so we're coming to page 68. We are continuing to work with compound sentences. You do have a new YouTube video to watch with that. So please make sure you watch the YouTube video. You will use your highlighter for this, and let's read the top together. A sentence that contains 2 sentences joined by and is called a compound sentence. It has to have a comma first, though. Otherwise, it's a run-on. All right, so there we go. It says use a comma before and when you join the 2 sentences to form a compound sentence. Now, I would recommend with your highlighter or with a crayon or a pen or a pencil, go through and either highlight or underline the sentences that you need to revise. That's what we are doing. We're revising right now. Okay, so we can add this to our revising practice in our writing. Okay, so it says, read the paragraph and look for sentences you can combine. Combine means that we're going to bring them together. We're going to bring them together with a comma and the word and. And then rewrite the paragraph. You don't have to rewrite the whole paragraph, you guys. We're doing our own writing in our notebooks today, but I would like for you to rewrite the sentences that need to be revised, okay? So it says, I observed my cat Eddie, then I studied my dog Bella. Eddie is orange. He weighs 20 pounds. Bella is white. She weighs 12 pounds. Okay, these are 3-word sentences. I can easily combine Eddie is orange. He weighs 20 pounds. I can also combine Bella is white. She weighs 12 pounds. I'm going to stop there. And actually, I think I'm going to number these as I go so I know which ones I'm doing. So number 1, I'm going to write Eddie is orange, comma, and, lowercase h, he weighs 20 pounds. And then look, so underline that. I revised that by using a comma and. And now I have a compound sentence. I have a more sophisticated sentence. Sophisticated meaning it's more professional, it's more academic. I am writing as an older student would write, not as a little kid would write. Eddie is orange. We should not have any 3-word sentences anymore in our writing compositions because we are more advanced than that. And this is helping us to advance our writing more. It makes our sentences more interesting. and more fun to read. So Eddie is orange and he weighs 20 pounds. So you will do the rest of the revising with page 68. All right. And that's it for your bookwork assignments. You, of course, should be spending time on IXL. Tomorrow, we're going to start designating Wednesdays specifically for IXL so that you can spend any time catching up on assignments in IXL that you may not have been able to get to otherwise. So just know that tomorrow is predominantly for IXL, okay? Then we want to make sure we fill in, actually, let's do our cursive first and we'll do our gratitude journal next. I think we did we do P's and K's yesterday? We did H's and K's yesterday. Okay, so we're doing J's and F's today. Ooh, I like both of these letters. Okay, lowercase J's and lowercase F's. So that means we are, like with the lowercase j, you can see we are only working with the halfway dashed line. We don't go up to the top line. All right, so loop down and then up to the halfway mark. Oh, I love a J. And then put your dot. Good. Very good. And remember to don't grip your pencil too hard. Relax your muscles and try to enjoy it. It can be a little meditative, you guys. If you take your time and go slow, don't try to go too fast because then you might get frustrated. Go slow. Don't push your pen or pencil too hard onto the paper. It should be very relaxing, all right? And if you want to fit more, that's fine, but you should at least do the same as the examples. It also says if you want to trace, if you want to start tracing first, you can trace, okay? So, all right. Okay, I think I get it. Good. So, halfway down, then click and up. There we go. F's a little more technical. Oh, I like that one. Look for the ones that you like the best. It's very, like I said, I always tell you this, it's very artistic, you guys. All right, there we go. And you're going to keep going with your F's, okay? All right, so now we're actually going to practice writing some words and then a sentence. Oh, 3 times. Good. So just, full, jet, and file. And you can trace first if you would like. You don't have to, but if you prefer to, then that's fine. Okay. And if one of those words felt really relaxing to write, or if more than one of them felt really relaxing to write, then go ahead and practice writing them 2 more times in your space here. Okay, strong, capital S. It's our only capital we've had to do. We do have to lift up our pen there. Strong jaws. This is true. Grab. Food. They did not put a period, so make sure you edit their paper. All right, do that 2 more times. Good. And remember, relax your muscles, relax your arm. Don't grip your pencil too hard when you're doing that, okay? Because it really should be relaxing. Come to your gratitude journal. Let's fill in yesterday. Let's see. Yes, you know what? I got to spend some time with friends yesterday. Good. And I'm grateful that it's September. All right, you guys, it is very smoky outside today. I don't know if your family wants you to spend time outside. So I would definitely ask you to speak to them first before you decide to spend time outside. But try to find some ways to exercise and do something around the house to help your family and be kind to your brothers and sisters. I'll see you at our Zoom. We have a very exciting Zoom today. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye.